A reading from the book of Sirach. In those days, like a fire there appeared the prophet Elijah, whose words were as a flaming furnace. Their staff of bread he shattered, in his zeal he reduced them to straits. By the Lord's word he shut up the heavens and 3 times brought down fire. How awesome are you, Elijah, in your wondrous deeds! Whose glory is equal to yours? You were taken aloft in a whirlwind of fire, in a chariot with fiery horses. You were destined, it is written, in time to come to put an end to wrath before the day of the Lord, to turn back the hearts of fathers toward their sons, and to reestablish the tribes of Jacob. Blessed is he who shall have seen you and who falls asleep in your friendship. The word of the Lord.
The responsorial psalm. The response is, Lord, make us turn to you. Let us see your face, and we shall be saved. O shepherd of Israel, hearken. From your throne upon the cherubim, shine forth. Rouse your power. Lord, make us turn to you. Let us see your face, and we shall be saved. Once again, O Lord of hosts, look down from heaven and see. Take care of this vine, and protect what your right hand has planted, the Son of Man whom you yourself made strong. Lord, make us turn to you. Let us see your face, and we shall be saved. May your help be with the man of your right hand, with the Son of Man whom you yourself made strong. Then we will no more withdraw from you. Give us new life, and we will call upon your name. Lord, make us turn to you. Let us see your face, and we shall be saved.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. As they were coming down from the mountain, the disciples asked Jesus, "Why do the scribes say that Elijah must come first?" He said in reply, "Elijah will indeed come and restore all things. But I tell you that Elijah has already come." And they did not recognize him, but did to him whatever they pleased. So also will the Son of Man suffer at their hands. Then the disciples understood that he was speaking to them of John the Baptist. The Gospel of the Lord.
The first reading comes from the book of Sirach, chapter 48, verses 1 to 4 and 9 to 11. This is an elegy that we find in the book of Sirach that celebrates, in this case, Elijah the prophet, but is surrounded by other portraits of the great heroes of faith of the Jewish life. This book was written to show that Jewish wisdom was just as good as Greek wisdom. And one of the ways that the author does this is by talking about the heroes of the Jewish faith, Abraham, Isaac, Moses, etc. We hear about how Elijah, his words were a flaming furnace. Remember how he's able to bring fire down from the heavens, both when he sacrifices the animal on Mount Carmel and when he's going to be arrested by the troops of the king. The staff of bread he shatters. Remember how he calls famine down upon the land for 3 years because the people were worshiping a pagan god, Baal, and they called that god the god of fertility. And so, as a sign that their god was a false god, they received false fertility. There's a rabbinic maxim, as the sin, so the punishment. Because they worship the false god, they get false fertility, which is famine. He goes up to the heavens in a fiery chariot. Remember how Elisha was able to see Elijah taken up into the heavens, and because he was taken up into the heavens alive, it was believed that when the people needed a special revelation from the heavens, he was one of the characters who might give that revelation. The other two that were often mentioned were Moses, who died a very unusual death, was buried by God himself, and Enoch, who walked with God, and therefore didn't die either. And it was believed that he would return to turn the hearts of fathers toward their sons, reestablish the tribes of Jacob. He was going to prepare the people of Israel for the day of the Lord. And that's exactly what he does. And we see how he does it in the Gospel, Matthew 17, 9a and 10 to 13. The disciples ask about the saying that Elijah must come first. And Jesus' response makes it clear that John the Baptist is the new Elijah. He's not Elijah reincarnated, but rather he plays the role of Elijah in the community. Now there's a little bit of inconsistency in the New Testament because there's other passages that would say that Jesus is the new Elijah. After all, Jesus is the one who proclaimed the dawning of the kingdom of God. But in this particular passage, it's Jesus who points to John the Baptist and calls him Elijah. And may God bless us.